artfulstampin.co.uk. Welcome to another one of my YouTube tutorials. Thank you also if you're watching this on replay. I know there's quite a few of you who do that. So we're going to be stamping a wreath. Felt like it, not done one for a while, and I thought, seeing as it's kind of autumnal, it's very blustery and blowy outside, feeling that autumn vibe, thought it would be nice to do that. Got a few new stamp sets recently that I thought would be nice to see if they would work with this type of stamping, and yeah, thought we'd have some fun. So welcome. Thank you so much for popping over. I'm just grabbing up my channel so that I can see your lovely comments. So whenever I stamp one of these wreaths, there's kind of two approaches that I sometimes take, either to get the flowers in first and then flowers then leaves, or to do a bit of a kind of bit of texture first, just to get a lay of the land, as it were, kind of figure out this sort of shape of where I'm going with it. And so I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because we do have some really nice kind of textural pieces here with them, Artistically Inked. We've got Eden's Garden as well. So going for, as I said, that autumn vibe, I think I might just throw down something pale to start off with. I have pale papaya here, and let's get that down and see what happens. And I'm wondering whether to get started with this bit of a splodgy thing here, get it going. So if you have just joined and you want to invite a few friends round, please do, you know, come and hang out with us as you're chatting live. You know, if you want to catch up with an old friend, maybe send them a link and say, hey, this is where I'm hanging out, and come join for a bit of a chat. So it's a kind of fun thing to do. So I'm just kind of creating my circle here. As I said, this is going to be a wreath, and it doesn't really matter greatly what stamp you use. It's just about getting some splodges down so that you can kind of aim for something. So I'm going to create this kind of wreath looking effect. Then I'm going to see what it's like with Eden's Garden. Now, for some reason I haven't got my damp cloths. I'm resorting back to baby white, which I really shouldn't, but it's what I have on my desk at the moment. I don't like the waste, I have to say. So there we go. You just got your Eden's Garden, Lorraine. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to just pop this bit of Eden's Garden. This is the name of this stamp set. Now this is a preview of what is going to be available from, I think it's the 2nd of November. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 2nd of November, this stamp set comes available for customers. And it is pretty. However, it's a kind of distinctive one. So it's quite a faint stamp. So unless you're using a dark colour, it doesn't actually look like this, if that makes sense. If you're using a light colour, it's going to come out a bit different, as you can see. So, right, so that's pale papaya just gone down there. Then I do want to use this image here, but I do have some of these leaves that I'd like to go down first. So I want to reserve this for like quite a dark, bold colour. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go sort of in the purple direction or the red direction yet, or brown maybe, but I feel like I want to get some of these leaves in here. So I'm wondering whether, what about a bit of Calypso coral to get that going? That might be nice. Let me say a quick hello to everybody on the live while I'm here. Mindy, Martina, Claire, Elaine, Valerie, Denise, Wendy March. Hey, lovely to see you, Wendy March. Long time. Hi, Melissa Perry, Linda Claire, Nessa, Lorraine, Phoebe, Monica. There we go. Lily. I finally figured out your schedule. Have you, Lily? I've not figured out my schedule, so that's... No, I come on in the evening for me, but it's school holidays at the moment, and we've had friends visiting, so I've been on a little bit later than normal. Tomorrow I may not go live, but I will be putting something up for you guys to watch. So, right. Ooh, I'm liking the coral with the pale papaya. That's looking lovely. So, just popping some leaves here and there. It's not about getting it symmetrical, it's just about starting to fill that space. And yes, it's looking a little bit wonky, but that's okay because there's still lots of other stamps we haven't got on here yet. So don't despair if you kind of start this process and you think, oh no, it doesn't look like a circle. Don't worry about that because, as I said, we've still got a few more things to go yet. All right, put that there. I wanted that big one. I'm going to go for that big one. Now I'm trying to keep the colours kind of fairly light at the moment. So just put that there. Oh, I'm liking this coral very much indeed. Isn't that sweet? Now, although I've said that this is going to be cut up for cards, I may change my mind and decide to keep it whole. Gift it whole. Depends how it turns out. Hi Melanie, hi Carolee, Tina, Joanna. So if you use WhatsApp and you'd like to have a notification of when I go live, please just email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, with your mobile phone number. And if you're outside of the UK, also preferably your country's code. I know that America is +1, so that's fairly easy, but if you're from somewhere else, oh, Canada's +1 as well, isn't it? Right, now, I would possibly like to add some green in here, but I'm not sure. I don't know whether just to go for a little bit of saffron. Let's see how that looks. Hi, Janice. I'll just put some of these kind of feathery, ferny things in. Oh, who saw Esther's live from last night? She did some wonderful things with water and the Artistically Inked stamp set. She did some great things with that, didn't she? Very nice. So Esther is my sister, and she also is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and has a channel on YouTube. Also Claire Brown, who's watching, Cheeky Monkey Crafts does as well. I know what, should we do a YouTube channel shout out? Anyone on here who's watching who has a YouTube channel, please give a shout out. And let's see if we can get you some new subscribers. So there's also, I'm going to name people in my team because I'm good like that. That's my job as a team leader, to big up my team. So we have Levine Noonan from Just a Mum's Hobby. We've got Wendy Davis Stead at Wendy's Craft Den. We have Wendy Woo's Creations. I've mentioned Claire. So Esther is Stampin' Star Creations. So if anyone wants to do a bit of a shout out, you can do that. Oh, Elaine has a YouTube. Phoebe does. Yeah, this is a 12 by 12, Joyce. Yeah, this is 12 by 12. Okay, so I've got some yellow happening there now. Right, now this is the exciting bit. I want to stamp these. It might help if I stick the sticker on though. And I might sit down. Oh, right. It's a bit of a big one, this one. So just gently lift off. Lift off. Then make sure the back is clean. Already got a little something on there. Oh, Navarana's got a channel and Janice has got a channel. She's trying hard to get to 2,000 subscribers. Cool. Yeah, if you guys with channels want to mention what you're trying to work for, like what your subscriber count is that you'd like to work towards, then do give a shout out. And then if you do get there and you're back on my channel, please do, you know, let me know. Give yourself a bit of a toot toot. Go, yay, did it. We like to celebrate people's successes. Right, now, do I want to go in the red direction? So I'm thinking, you know, cherry cobbler, Merlot. Do I want to go brown? Could go down towards the early espresso, up towards the early espresso. Or we could go towards the purples. So, what do you think? So Cheeky Monkey Crafts would like 100 subscribers. Great. Elaine would like to get to 1,000. Janice would like to get to 2,000. Yes, of course, there's Elementary Crafts. Sorry, I'm trying to go through all the different my team in my head. Elementary Crafting. So that's ELLYMETARY. I think that's correct. Elementary. Yeah, please do give a shout out. Woo, what's your next target for your channel? Oh, Monica started as well. Monica Formosa, fabulous. Okay, you guys are not being very much help with the colour scheme, so I think I might just go for, oh, should I go for Mary or early espresso? I'll go for Mary. Right, now I just want to check that this is inky. No, you see, that's not really inky enough, is it? Well, I didn't think it was anyway. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. Maybe just on this paper it's not inky enough. Okay. Let's see. So I'm not inking up the stem. I'm actually going to clean that off there. And I'm going to do a bit of cleaning up around and about. I would like to get to 300. I hit 251 this week. Ooh, Joanna started a channel called Perfectly Creative. Ooh, cool. Laurie saying browns and Phoebe saying greens. Well, you're too late. Sorry. I'm going to go for it with this, and then if I don't like it, I might change to something else. Good morning, Miss Linda. I like it. I like the design. I'm just not sure I should have stamped it like that. I'm perhaps meant to have stamped it slightly differently. But anyway, I'm still getting used to this stamp. This is only the second day I think I've used this stamp, so I'm still getting used to it. Oh, Elaine's got a video releasing at 3:30 today. Now what time zone, Elaine? You can't just say 3:30. It doesn't make sense to a lot of people. Hi, Paula. Oh, lovely to see you. Yeah, so just about the shout out. So generally it's kind of regarded as not good etiquette to give yourself a shout out unless someone has invited you to, which I have today, so that's fine. Right. I throw a huge towel to Linda and have her wrapped almost like a mummy. Oh. Pacific time. Okay, that's fine. So what time is it with you now, Elaine? Hi, Roberta. It's 2:51. Okay, so in 40 minutes. So I'm 10 to 11 in the evening here in the UK right now, and it's the 27th of October, everybody. And we've just had the budget announced in the UK. Not really looked at that too carefully and what that's going to mean for me and my family just yet, but there we go. Let's not talk about anything too controversial or sad. That one there, I think. Okay, I am getting a bit of ink in here that I shouldn't have, so that little bit there. I may have to do some rubber trimming, I think, on this stamp because it's catching in certain places. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Mary. There we go. Right, that's pretty. I like that. So I'm thinking of using this one now, and I'm definitely going to grab that leaf out because this is what I'm most looking forward to using. Hi, Peggy Fulbright. Welcome. Are you new to my channel? Now, I like this stamp. Can you see why I like this stamp? It has no stems that I need to get rid of. I like it. It's really tucked in. It's fabulous. So look, I can tuck that into there, and it looks like those stems are coming from behind that flower. Yay! 1970s again. My goodness, a few of you have been saying 1970s to me recently. I think it's because I'm a child of the 70s, perhaps. Phoebe says she sheds like a Shih Tzu. Me too, Phoebe. And with dark, long hair, thankfully, it's noticeable. So. Hi, Georgie B. Need some green. Oh, I'm trying to go for autumnal. I know we do get a bit of green in autumn. So you never know, I might add some in. Okay, that's pretty. Now I'm going to use this one now. I'm going to put a sticker on this because, again, I'd like to see what direction it's going in. Yesterday I used it and I confused myself. So take that off. Yeah, people can just click on your handle, Elaine. Yeah, or just take what your name is. They can type that into YouTube and they'll come up with your YouTube channel. Yeah, depending what device you're looking at or viewing YouTube on, sometimes you can just tap on the person's name and go. So if you're watching on a PC or something, you can sometimes just go directly. Right, so I'm making use of this to sort of fill in some of the gaps. So I'm looking to see if there are any gaps anywhere. So like over here, we'd have a few more. Now, I haven't done any second generation stamping with this one yet because I feel that I want to carry on that really lovely bold design. And I also haven't quite decided whether I'm going to colour in these little bits yet too, because I'm not sure that I like it the way it is. Oh, I've just hidden that. Did you see that? I made that stem look like it was coming from there. See, I don't like that either. So let's try and turn that into a stem. Hey, there we go, that worked. You can do that sometimes. See, like I want to disguise this bit here too, so let's just do that. Oh, look, there's a stem there. Alrighty, I quite like that. Now I'm wondering, as I said, whether to colour in these flowers. I have got some, what have I got here? Dark Calypso coral. I have got, oh, I've got 2 dark Calypso corals. I'm wondering whether that would work. Should we try it and see? I think that's this is an older one, so let's use this up first. Oh, got a little stray thing on there. Because I don't like seeing through these flowers, to be quite honest. They feel like they need to be coloured in. What do you think? What did Navarana say? I missed that. How many cards did Navarana make? I missed that. It's somewhere in the chat. So the dark colour is MErlot. Sorry, I've been wittering away and I've been missing some of the chat. I've just realised some of this should have been green really because they're leaves, but I can maybe do the leaves in a slightly different colour. Right, so what do you think of it coloured in? I quite like doing this to some stamps because it kind of makes it just look a bit different from how they are on the box or how they're depicted in the catalogue. You know, it's nice to make stamps your own in a way by doing things to them. So I'm deliberately leaving the centre because I thought it'd be nice to do something a bit brighter in the centres. So I might come back to that. Do you think I should colour these all in? What do you think? All right, let's go for a bit of, what's this, pale papaya? Oh, light pumpkin pie. Oh, that'll do. So I'm just going to do the leaves in that. So these are alcohol pens. These are Stampin' Blends. And the beauty of the Stampin' Blends is that they come available in some of the Stampin' Up colours. We don't carry all the colours in the blends, but the ones we do, you know that you're going to get a really good match to our colour palette that we have available. Oh, I did say I was going to do that yellow, didn't I? But it just felt right to do it pumpkin pie, so I'm going to do it pumpkin pie. And yeah, when I say pumpkin pie, this is not the pumpkin pie. This is the light version. Okay, so pumpkin pie is actually quite a deep orange, isn't it? But this is the paler version, because when you buy the Stampin' Blends, they come in a double pack. You get a light and a dark. So there we go. Right, let's see what you guys are saying to me. Hi, Jocelyn. The colours, coloured in pops the cards. Yes. Yeah. You see a heart again. Oh, cool. Good morning, Miss Ellen. Lovely to see you. Hi, Mary. Am I missing important stuff? Sorry. Just put stuff in capitals if you really want me to see what you're saying, because I've got my head down. Okay, so I don't know if I want to carry on colouring everything just now. Actually, I want to see if I can do it in a slightly quicker way. I'm going to grab my newer. This is the newer dark Calypso coral. And I'm just going to use the brush tip because it makes life a bit easier. Because using that thinner tip, it takes a bit longer. So, but you do have to be careful. Don't get too cocky, because it's not like scribble colouring in where you can kind of get away with it. When I say scribble colouring in, you know, sometimes when you're just kind of colouring in for texture. This time we're actually having to keep in the lines a little bit. I do love a bit of scribble colouring in. You know, you just build it up, But hey ho, no, sometimes you gotta do it precise. Oh, I ended up watching Bob Ross videos very late last night, because on the Bob Ross channel on YouTube, they've been having like 24/7, not live Bob Ross, because Bob Ross has sadly departed this world, but replays, and you can chat to people. Not that I chatted to anybody, but you can sort of live interact with people while you're watching Bob Ross. And I have to say, I got some really cool ideas that, well, there's one particular idea that I want to try out at some point to see if it works after watching a Bob Ross using Stampin' Up products. But it's very helpful actually to watch him if you enjoy doing scene building with landscape stamps like mountains and clouds, trees, that kind of thing. Then I would recommend that you do watch a bit of the good old Bob Ross. So happy Thursday to those of you in Australia watching on the live. We still have a little bit of Wednesday to go in the UK. Right, so I'm coming back now with the light pumpkin pie, which isn't far off, I have to say, from the... I've forgotten the name of the colour I use now. Bear with. Pale Papaya. Pale Papaya that I used earlier. So this is, again, another thing I like about Stampin' Up colours, that they're kind of quite closely related sometimes. So if you don't have, for example, Pale Papaya, but you wanted to give yourself a bit of a peachy look, if you were to stamp pumpkin pie on a scrap piece of paper and then stamp again what's called second generation, then you would actually achieve a colour that's not far off from Pale Papaya. So Did we decide that any time two of us meet who didn't know each other before, it's called an artful meet cute? I think we were discussing what it would look. Yeah, sorry, not what look. What it would be. Yeah. There's we do something similar with the conference, the Christian conference that we go to. So it's called, the title of it has Carey in it, Carey. It was named after William Carey, the missionary. So we've decided that whenever you meet somebody from the conference, you take the first letter of wherever you're meeting and you change the first letter of Carey to that. So if you were meeting in Welshpool, it would be a wary. So what if you change the first consonant or the first letter and put it in front of artful? That would be so funny if you lived in France. Think about it. Think about it. Lorraine and Denise Willerton met in Vancouver, I think. Is that right? So that would be a Vartful meetup. A Vartful meeting. You live in Falkirk. Yeah, there we go. Floridpool will be Vartful. My brain went there first. Sorry. That's what happens when you have 3 boys and a girl. Not 4 boys. Oh dear, where did that come from? Oh dear, I'm sorry. I do have potty humour. Literally potty, not the other type of potty. Okay, so I think it needs something else. I'm wondering about adding some of this gorgeous foliage from here, but stepping up the colour a bit, so going a little bit darker, maybe introducing the pumpkin, because this is a distinctive stamp. So as I said, the imagery that you get on here, this is if you stamped it in grey or black, but when you stamp it in another colour, you don't get that kind of depth. So yes, it could be artful in Scotland. If you're in Arizona, yes, it'd be artful. Need old olive, says Mary. Oh, Mary, you're desperate for a bit of green in this now, aren't you? Okay. I may bow. I may, you know. Let's get a bit of this orange in and see what this looks like. Oh, there's a bit of a space there. That can go in there, can't it? Oh, and there's a bit of a space there too. This is an Abereron. Yes, it'd be artful. Yes, I was wondering whether old olive might be a bit too dark. I was wondering pear pizzazz actually. But if I stamped it with one of these stamps, it wouldn't be so noticeable. So I think I might go with Mary's suggestion, actually. Oh, Martina, I was just talking to my friend today, actually, who who has a daughter. My daughter is a similar age to my daughter, and I was saying that I want to plan a trip to come and see you and possibly bring May and her daughter. Let's go for this wee one. A dartful. Okay, so this one I just feel I need to be a bit delicate with, because it's such a delicate little thing. Canada cartful. Yes, Martina, visiting you. I think we're going to just wait until it's a bit easier to do so. I want May to have a project where she has to plan a journey. Probably need to get her passport sorted first, though. That would help. Right, so do you like this little delicate touch of green then, guys? Can you see it? Yes, it does have some nice little dots in that one, so maybe we will add that. Now, what do you think of actually maybe a bit of granny apple green? Because sometimes in autumn you can get, where the leaves are starting to go yellow, you get this kind of like halfway point where they're sort of like this crazy bright green. Night, Paula. Rest well. Oh, soft sea foam. Yeah. Yeah, it could do. I'm just aware now. I don't know if it's going to show up on the back of this because I've done so much colour on it. So let's see if the granny works. And then again, just looking for little spots. Oh, it's very delicately brightening up sections of it. And yes, oh, oops. Oh, something's moved. Okay, let's cover that boo-boo up there. I don't think I can cover that up. That will just have to be erased at some point, but never mind. Okay. Oh, I like the contrast with it with the MErlot. That's lovely. Now, the only thing about stamping with such a small stamp like this, it takes a bit of time, but it is strangely satisfying. Just keep adding and adding. Okay, how's everyone doing? Oh, night, Jenny. I didn't even see you here. I've had my head down. Mint macaron. Now that would be interesting. I'm kind of running out of places to put things, to be honest. So I feel I'm kind of nearly there. I don't know whether just to add a little bit of dottage to this now. We've got that bit of dottage there. Just see if I go on a smaller block. Yeah, well, right. Let's bring the Merry back in. So this is where, if you feel that your circle, your wreath, is not quite circular, you can start to kind of just pull it in a bit. So if I run my finger across here, I can see I've got MErlot, MErlot, MErlot. Oh no, MErlot here. So this would be a good time possibly to bring in that one again, just to extend that dark colour a bit, but also use the dottage to create little bits of kind of dark elements just to pull that all together. So let's, oh no, what, let's turn this. So here we go again. So MErlot, MErlot, no MErlot in this section here. So can I fit another leaf? Yep. And then pop my dots in there. Got space for them down here too. Okay. Yes, the very vanilla is much softer and nice. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't feel like I need necessarily more leaves, but I'm going to put some dottage in here. Just pop a leaf there. Go on there. Oh, there we go. Quite like that. I'm wondering now whether just to do a fine layer of some thinner dottage. Oh, I did get this out because I wondered whether to put some twigs in, but I haven't really got anything. I don't feel like I've got any space to do it. But what I might do is just do a very thin smattering of the dots from Quiet Meadow, because we have some more delicate ones in there, and do that in the green. So oh, it is, it's the fireworks finale. That's a lovely way to put it, Peggy. Too pretty to cut up. All right, I won't cut it up. Bless me. I was thinking actually of giving this to a friend for her birthday, because her birthday's in November, so everyone who's got a birthday in November's going, is that me? Is it me? Is it me? No, I don't think she watches my channel, so. Okay, I sometimes like having dottage coming just a little bit out. Oh, let's see if we can disguise that one. Just a wee bit. More dotted. Oh, dankeschön, Martina. I'm also looking for any white spaces. There's some little areas that I'm just, oh, not so happy that they're a little bit too pale. There's some little spots here and there. Yeah, I might get the Saffron, I think, for that. And also, I might even cheat and just get a little bit of a sponge to do that. Let's see what colour's on here. Just pop a little bit of Saffron in those whiter areas. That'll do. That's just helping to not have that really high contrast there. So there we go. Right, lovelies, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. I've got a few more things to get done tonight, and I've got a busy day tomorrow. So thank you so much for coming by and watching. I will go through the colours now with you while I just tidy up my desk a little bit. Get rid of some of these inky stamps. So, what is my shop name? Do you mean my Stampin' Up shop name? It's Artful Stampin. I will send the link for the shop. I think this should work. Let me just double check that that works. Bear with. Yeah, that works. So you can shop with me if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. So if you live in any of those countries, you can shop with me via that link. If you live in America, there are plenty of USA, sorry. If you live in the USA, there are plenty of US demos. If you live in Canada, there are Canadian demos. If you live in Australia, Australian, and New Zealand. So those are the areas of the world in which Stampin' Up are available. So, right, you're very welcome, Mary. Thank you for your input. So there we go. That's a bit of a close-up there to see how all that colouring kind of worked out. And so I'm glad I did colour it in, because that's, although I do love the design of this stamp, that's one thing I do find a little bit problematic sometimes when we have such a high contrast. I do struggle a little bit with that. Right, let's go over the colours then, lovely people of YouTube. So we've got Saffron, Pale Papaya, Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, Cherry Cobbler, and then old olive, and then a little smattering of granny apple green. So that's the palette there. And then the stamps that we used were, I started with Artistically Inked and stamped this flower kind of various places. Then did some leaves, that one, that one, that one, and then also stamped some of this as well in various spots amongst the Saffron big blobbies. Then the darker imagery, I used these beautiful flowers and the leaves in Merlot, and then coloured them in with a combination of Calypso coral for the flowers and then light pumpkin pie for the leaves, just to get them to stand out a little bit more. So Artistically Inked, Shaded Summer, Eden's Garden, Christmas Season, and then just a little smattering then of the Quiet Meadow, the dots from Quiet Meadow. So if you have Waterfront from a few years ago, that would be perfectly adequate for that last fireworks moment, as somebody said. So there we go. Love it close up. It's very pretty. I'm very pleased with it. Very, very pleased with it. So, and it's nice to do a wreath actually. It's been a little while. So I know what, let's just have a quick vote to cut or not to cut. So let's do a quick poll while everyone is saying goodbye to each other. Should I cut? Oh, what happened there? Oh no, forget that. I did something wrong there. Poll. Poll. And poll. Right, let's start again. Create a poll. Should I cut it up? Okay. I don't know what happened then. Haha, frameable for sure. Thank you, Janine. Right. Lovely to see you, Janine. Sorry you missed it. But there's always the replay. Always the replay. Right, I'm going to get this typed up and I'll see you guys soon, I hope. It might not be tomorrow though, because I have got quite a busy day tomorrow, but I do have a video waiting in the wings for you. So I might hop on while you're chatting. There we go. Oh, Martina wants it that badly. Oh, you sweetheart. Oh. Right, let's see. What's the votes like? I'm going to close the votes in 10 seconds. 10, 9. Right, have I missed any questions? Please ask me any questions if you want to ask me. I know I've missed comments, sorry. Mary made 53 Christmas cards for one paper pack. Well done, that's beautiful. Okay. Sits in the wings. Oh, you haven't decided. All right then, let's end this then. Let's see, what are the results? Oh, I've ended it. Where did it happen? Where did it go? Ah! Oh no. Oh, there we go. Should I cut it up? Yes, 51%. No, 48%. Ah, that's very interesting. So half and half. Half and half. There we go. Right. Lots of love to you all. And I'll see you guys very soon. No, don't cut it up. You can see it forever on here. Oh, excuse me. You can see it forever on here. Yes, and I do wreath classes. If anyone's interested, ruthtrice@gmail.com. Thank you very much, Linda, for reminding me. Right. Oh, Heidi gets to have her needle today. Is that a good thing, Heidi? I think that's a good thing. All the best with that. Yes, Lorraine. Lots of love to you all. Bye.